We are here today with Scott Foster in Tucson, Arizona, the year of our Lord 2025. He's going to be going over with us his current equipment setup. And yeah, let's just get right into it. Scott, what can you tell us about what you're currently rocking here?
Well, last few years I've really gotten into just expanding some of my effects pedals here. Um, some people, collect nesting dolls. I'm starting to really get into this collection of pedals specifically for the bass. So,
Okay.
yeah.
When you started out, did you use pedals the whole time, or is this a more recent thing? When did this start?
When I first began, it was just, I had to rely on raw talent, and that just it didn't really pan out. So I needed something to kind of just, add to my resume. So
Yes.
I feel like, you could just, go right down and, my resume. I just have to list my pedals. So,
Understood. I've
yeah.
always said talent will only take you so far.
Well, yeah. I mean, so, yeah.
Right. So, what would you like to show us first? Where should we start with this?
Sure. This one you might be familiar with.
Okay. Looks like a wah pedal.
It's a whoa pedal.
Oh.
So it has a little bit of a different sound. So you're used to the wah wah wah. No, there's a
Hmm.
whoa whoa whoa.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Do you want to demonstrate that, or do you want to just
I
keep
just
going
did
for now?
actually.
Okay.
So
Oh,
yeah,
yes. Okay. Heard.
yeah.
All right. And what do we have next to that?
This is what we call the reality bender.
Okay.
So you can adjust reality so you can sound better or worse than you're actually playing. I just kind of leave it like that, because I don't want to go worse, so I just kind of leave it like that. And so,
Sure.
yeah, so especially in the middle of a performance, whenever I'm at home, I might just kind of go halfway there, and just, but then I get a knock on the door, so. It's
Right.
best just to kind of leave it up there.
What is the knob on the other side? What is
Oh, we
this?
don't touch that.
Okay.
We don't mess with reality like that. So
Okay. A little too real.
yeah. I've made that mistake once before. So
Okay.
yeah. So
All right. And then we're moving on to.
so this is the accent pedal. So just you just kind of go like this, and there you have it. You go another accent, and then it goes back. It's the
And when you say an accent pedal, do you mean like a Scottish accent
Well,
or
see, one of the knobs is broken, so the
ah?
next time I never know where I'm going to end up. So I could end up like just, and it's all over the place. So,
Right. Okay.
but I have it. The factory settings default is on the C dialect, so you could kind of just move it over a little bit like that, and there you go. It's still an English accent, but it's not C dialect anymore. You go
Right.
the other way, and you could also have it way on the other side,
Mm-hmm.
and oh, you can't even understand me anymore. So I just
Right.
keep it factory setting there. So.
And what is this for?
Actually, so we're getting ahead of ourselves, but that's kind of
Okay.
this right here. This is
Ah.
actually for
Okay.
my dog here.
Okay.
This is actually what we call the megahertz.
Ah.
It's basically a dog whistle. So if she starts to kind of get like that, Shinwa, sit, and then just this will make her sit.
Ah. Okay. Okay. Handy.
Yeah.
Handy.
So
Yeah.
yeah. So
Okay.
that's in case she's in the room while I'm trying to play. So I always keep that connected. So.
Yeah. Do treats like just shoot out of it, or how does that work?
No, it's just it basically. I mean, you and I can't hear it.
Ah.
It's
Right.
set
Right.
to the megahertz that only dogs can
A
hear.
frequency.
Yeah,
Yes.
so
Okay.
that's what that's about. So
Got you. Okay.
yeah.
Let's go down to the next one, the blue
So
one
this
there.
one, that's just the Christmas lights. Um, that
Uh-huh.
it's specifically for the tree. I don't like to kind of keep plugging it in, so I just kind of keep it on.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not the lights aren't plugged in right now, so it doesn't do anything. So it's
Heard.
But
Okay.
that's what that would be for.
That would be nice. That
Yeah,
would be nice.
yeah.
Okay, and how about this guy right there?
Oh, this one, self esteem. So it's much like, the reality bender, but
Yeah,
just because you can play better doesn't really mean that you feel good about it.
about
I mean,
yourself.
yeah, I mean,
Right.
just, even with all this talent, it's just nice to be able to acknowledge it sometimes. And this
Uh-huh.
just kind of really gives you just that boost of a sense of well-being and
Now,
belonging in the world.
with the knobs that are on top, are there ever times where you think like, I don't want to feel that good about myself, so
Whoa,
you
yeah.
tune it down, you
Sometimes
know?
I come in just with a crummy attitude, and misery loves company. I just turn them all down,
Yeah.
and I am just I'm darn right near suicidal there. So
Yeah.
yeah, I try and keep a balance there.
Yeah,
So
and that's
don't
when
want to
you
get you could become you can
uh,
balance it the other way where delusions of grandeur.
yes.
So
So you kind of you turn it down when you want to
yeah,
play like Alice in Chains, but you turn it all the way up for Taylor Swift.
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. So
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Got it. And this guy right
This
here, the
is
bass overdrive.
actually no, that's just the garage door opener. Have you ever been? You ever? I mean, you've played in a garage before.
I have. Yes.
You get
Yeah.
like a group of guys who are just in there and they're starting to smell, and
Oh yeah.
wouldn't it be
It's
nice if you just had
not
something
great.
that just at the aren't you glad I had that hooked up, huh?
Right. Right.
Yeah. So
Okay.
that's and then you can close it back. I don't have a garage right now,
Yeah.
so it's pointless.
And
So
then I
yeah.
also noticed that this guy also says bass over. So you have two bass overdrive
Yeah,
pedals
so
here.
one is because
The garage door opener.
It's again,
We
it's not really
established
hooked up
that.
anything, but this
Right.
one is more the society corruption,
Okay. Okay.
corruption of society. I mean, it's a good thing I'm not really plugged in right now because you would just be in the gutter, just from the noise, the sound that this makes.
Yeah.
Just in fact, it's all society just corrupt.
Okay, well, that was a fascinating explanation. It makes sense to me. Um, if you had one piece of advice for an aspiring bass player who also wanted equipment that would basically act as a control panel for all the devices in their home, as you've described that these do, and for society at large, what would be that piece of advice?
Don't get the society corruption pedal. Actually, I mean, I kind of wish I didn't have it now,
Uh huh.
but
Uh-huh.
since I do, it lands on me.
That's on you now.
Yeah. So probably going from here, probably my next pedal is something thermostat,
Uh
just
huh.
something to adjust the temperature. Maybe barometric pressure. I get a lot of headaches sometimes.
Right. No, that's reasonable.
Yeah.
Is the goal to eventually have a complete set of pedals that actually go around you in a complete circle so that you are completely surrounded by
Well,
pedals?
as we know, there's no such thing as a truly perfect circle. Um,
But there's
so,
that band.
but that if you look at the band, they're not a perfect circle.
Liars.
Yeah,
Maybe they were using the society corruption pedal.
I actually think they were.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
they might have invented it, in fact.
Oh.
So who knows?
All right, excellent. Well, this has been a fascinating and somewhat pointless, observational
enough.
period.
Yeah.
But thank you for your time.
Yes.
Is there anything else that you wanted to share with us today?
No, no. I've said enough. In fact, I think I've told you more than I know.
All right. Well, I just want to say I thank you for your time, and I fear you a little bit more now today than I did yesterday.
Thanks.